the 1600s, deep in the mountains of Hungary, a noblewoman lived in a castle stained by blood. Her name was Elizabeth Báthory, a countess from one of the most powerful families in Europe. She was rich, educated, even related to royalty, but behind the velvet curtains of her estate, something terrifying was happening. It began with missing peasant girls. Families who sent their daughters to work at the castle never saw them again. At first, no one questioned it. Elizabeth was nobility, and the nobles were untouchable. But whispers grew. Survivors claimed they escaped dungeons beneath the castle. They spoke of torture devices, floggings, needles jammed under fingernails, and worse. One servant swore she saw the countess bathe in the blood of a murdered girl, believing it would preserve her youth. Another claimed Elizabeth bit chunks of flesh from a girl's shoulder while laughing. For years, the authorities ignored the rumors. Elizabeth had powerful friends, and her wealth kept mouths shut. But eventually, the body count became impossible to hide. When the King of Hungary finally sent soldiers to investigate, what they found shocked even seasoned warriors. Dozens of corpses, some drained of blood, others half alive, tortured, broken, locked in cages too small to stand in. The official number of victims? 650. That would make Elizabeth Báthory the most prolific female serial killer in history. But she was never executed. Why? Because her family was too powerful to allow a public trial. Instead, she was sealed inside her own castle, bricked into a windowless room with only a small opening for food. She died 4 years later, in total darkness, surrounded by the screams that had once echoed from her dungeon. To this day, historians argue, was she a sadistic murderer, or the target of a political conspiracy to steal her land and power? One thing's certain, the legend of the Blood Countess still haunts Hungary. And her castle? It still stands quiet, abandoned, and rotting from the inside.